begins with the ball. You see, a ball is not just leather and rubber. A ball is the seed that communities grow around. We're talking split-second moments that become indelible memories. It creates lifelong friendships. It's a reason for people to celebrate. A ball isn't just a ball. It's a life lesson. It's a tool you use to pursue your best. It's how you earn your greatest victories. How you learn to deal with failure. It's a test that you pass. It's a dream that you catch. It's a future you hold in your hands. It's not just a ball. Biden, the official ball of you.
I chose Everett Community College because I am the youngest of 3 siblings, and we are all first-generation students. All my sisters came here, so I'm following in their footsteps to pursue higher education while saving money. My advice to others would be to be proud for considering a community college, especially Everett Community College, because it's a beautiful, diverse, and inclusive campus that is really worth attending. Take your next step at everettcc.edu.
Hello everybody, good morning and welcome inside the gym at Everett Community College, where we are getting ready for a long day of basketball. It is the NWAC Conference Championships. My name is Max Gunn alongside Mike Tacko. And Mike, long day of basketball starting out in the women's bracket. Tacoma taking on the defending champion Wenatchee Valley Knights.
Well, last year on this court, Wenatchee left with the championship, and they will be the first team to take the court to try to defend the championship. So it's great to be with you, Max. It's great to be back over in Everett. They do such a great job here.
They certainly do. It's the second matchup this season between Tacoma and Wenatchee Valley. These two teams matched up back on December 15th in Tacoma, and Wenatchee able to take that one 58-50, but Tacoma played them tough, and the Titans were not playing very good basketball at the time. They had won just 2 of their first 10 games, but they really gave the Knights a good run for it.
Yeah, they did. It was a 1-point game at half, and then Wenatchee kind of really went after it in the third period, outscoring Tacoma 19-9 in that one to kind of eke out a bigger lead, and then they ended up winning that by 8, as you said.
The Knights overall this season, 20-9 overall. And the Titans come into play at 12-14. But anything can happen in a conference tournament like this.
Well, again, as the old proverbial saying, the records mean nothing once you get here.
Right.
Everybody's 0-0, and Wenatchee comes in as the defending champions, and so maybe a little bit of a target on their back with Coach Rachel Getz. So it'll be interesting to see how
And now, let's introduce the visiting team, the Tacoma Titans.
Welcome back to Everett Community College, where we are just about set to go for Game 1 today between Tacoma and Wenatchee Valley as the Northwest Athletic Conference Championships begin here this morning and carrying on throughout the next couple of days. Again, my name is Max Gunn. To my right, Mike Tatko. Great to have you with us. Here we are high above the gym floor. It's a pretty good vantage point, isn't it, Mike?
Yeah, it really is. It's a great opportunity for us to really get a full view of the court and the benches. Sometimes it's really nice to see the reaction of the kids on the bench and the coaches, and we're also right across from the official scorers table, so we can see if there's a replay review, what they're looking at, and things like that.
And also, good bird's eye view to see plays develop as they happen. So certainly a good vantage point for us on the third story right on the track here today.
Well, this is the Walt Price Fitness Center here at Everett Community College. They've had this tournament here. This is the fourth year in a row, I believe it is, and they do such a great job welcoming the NWAC and lots of parking, great concessions, all those things that I like to make sure that I get a chance to sample. They got a great clothing selection for you to purchase your NWAC gear. So really, Everett has been a great host for this NWAC tournament over the years.
Absolutely. Well, the starters are being introduced. Mike, what do you have for the starters?
Well, so we have the starting for the Titans. They're going to be the guests, and it'll be Precious Serafika, freshman 5'6" from Foster High School in Tukwila, Washington. Makana Montoya, 5'4", and a freshman from Foster High School, Kent, Washington. Princess Magadia, 5'3", from University High School in Phoenix, Arizona. Myra Rodriguez is from Orfino, Idaho, sophomore, 5'5", and Adrienne Washington, a freshman from Asotin, Washington. And again, the Titans are coached by Jen Keys. For Wenatchee Valley, coached by Rachel Getz. They are the defending champions. Kiara Steen, a sophomore from WF West in Chehalis. Natalie Andreas, a 6-foot freshman from East Valley High School in Washington. Chastity Spady, a 5'9" sophomore from Todd Beamer High School in Seattle. Carrie Ann Kunkel is a sophomore, 5'10", from Hamilton, Montana. And Ashley Taylor Peralta, a sophomore, 5'8", from Maui, Hawaii. A lot of these people, Max, were on the championship team a year ago when Wenatchee won 4 in a row once they got here, and they're the NWAC champs.
Including Chastity Spady, the sophomore, who had a big game against the Titans back in that matchup on December the 15th. She had 19 points and 7 rebounds in that one, and overall, she's a player to watch, Mike. She averages 16.3 points this season.
Seems like Rachel Getz always finds a go-to person, somebody who can step up if somebody else is having a little bit of an issue or something, or maybe having a cold night. They're very balanced, and last time they played, Max, it was a grinder, 58-50. That's really kind of a defensive struggle.
Definitely.
And here at 8 in the morning, who knows what we're going to see, right?
Well, we're about to find out. Rachel Getz in her 12th season as head coach of the Knights, and with that, we are underway here in Everett this morning. Long day of basketball beginning. The Knights with the basketball first. Steen, top of the arc, directing traffic. Over the head pass, down low to Andreas. 10 seconds to shoot. Corner 3 on the way. That is well short for Andreas, and a dead ball rebound will go to the Titans.
Well, they open up in the zone, and they want to see if Wenatchee can shoot it well at 8 in the morning. It's a tough situation. It's a new gym for both of these teams, except the host team, Everett. So an opportunity to see if Wenatchee can get hot from the outside early.
So now the first possession for the Titans. Moving left to right. Right wing 3 on the way. That does not go for Serafika. And both teams missed their first shot here this morning. Baseline jumper off the mark. Ball goes out of bounds, and it will stay on this end of the floor with Wenatchee Valley.
Yeah, I think the Knights wanted to run it up that time, Max, and see if they could get a shot in transition, because Tacoma was really good in a zone on their first possession.
Kiara Steen will trigger. Left of the basket. What do you think the adjustments are playing this game so early at 8 a.m.?
Well, I would imagine that these teams practiced at 8 a.m. I would hope, once the bracket was announced on Sunday.
Steen misses the runner. from the right block, and the Titans come away with it. We're over a minute into this basketball game. Still no score here in Everett. Definitely has to be an adjustment. Right corner three is buried. That time by Myra Rodriguez, the sophomore. Scores the first bucket of the ball game, and it's 3-0 Tacoma early on. Baseline jumper answered nicely by the Knights. That's Chastity Spady. So 3-2 our score. Just over 90 seconds in. Stolen in the lane. And that's just an easy layup for Ashley Taylor Peralta, who had 10 points and 4 boards. One of 2 Knights in double figures in that win against Tacoma a couple of months ago.
Yeah, I think the Knights would like to get out in transition and make this a high-scoring game, see if they can create some offense that way.
Washington tried to draw contact and a foul, unable to do so. There's 7:58 to go in this first quarter. Goes back to the Knights. Nearly stolen that time by the Titans. Faking the three that time as Steen takes it inside and traveled with it.
I think she was trying to do a crossover, Max, and she didn't go through with it. I think had she gone through with it, maybe no call there, but she's hesitated halfway through and was called for the travel.
7:40 left to go in the first. 4-3 Wenatchee. Leading it early. Left-handed layup off the mark by Steen. Or check that, Serafisa. So here comes Wenatchee Valley again. Up by a point. Open from the left wing, passing up the shot there is Andreas. Now she gets it back, will reload, fire. Not that time. And Washington has the rebound. Into the front court she comes. Step back on the way. That one short from Serafisa, but an offensive rebound controlled by the Titans. Fresh possession. Right wing three, that's good. Washington able to get it to go. The 5'10 freshman from Lewiston, Idaho. And it's 6-4. The Titans with a 2-point lead. And the Knights with a nice job of answering there. Spady again.
Yeah, Washington actually recruited to play volleyball over at Tacoma. Went to Asotin High School right outside of Lewiston, Idaho, and joined the basketball team and just knocked down a three.
Nicely done. Out of control shot that time from Montoya, doesn't go. Pushing it up the floor quickly. Wenatchee Valley. Open on the baseline. And a reach-in foul. Our first foul of the day is called. It's going to go on Tacoma. First sub of the day for Wenatchee Valley. Madeline Godwin checks in. 6:04 to go first quarter. 6-6 our score. Steen will trigger. Gets the pass back and knocks down a three from the right corner. Kiara Steen. Shot just 24% from downtown in the regular season, but gets that one to fall. And then a turnover on the other end by Tacoma.
Yeah, Kiara is really the distributor on this team, the point guard for Wenatchee Valley, and was so last year as well. But you leave her alone and she'll knock it down.
In the paint, getting the friendly roll that time is Ashley Taylor Peralta, and that forces Tacoma and head coach Jen Keys in her second year to call a timeout. 11-6, Wenatchee Valley. They're strung together 2 straight hoops. They're on a 5-0 run. Timeout on the floor. We'll be right back.
It begins with the ball. You see, a ball is not just leather and rubber. A ball is the seed that communities grow around. We're talking split-second moments that become indelible memories. It creates lifelong friendships. It's a reason for people to celebrate. A ball isn't just a ball. It's a life lesson. It's a tool you use to pursue your best. It's how you earn your greatest victories. How you learn to deal with failure. It's a test that you pass. It's a dream that you catch. It's a future you hold in your hands. It's not just a ball. Bada, the official ball of you.
Back here in Everett, 11-6 our score. Wenatchee Valley in front with 5:39 left to go in quarter number one. Max Gunn, Mike Tatko with you 3 stories above the court. Titans come out with a basketball in the front court. On the right wing, that's Washington. Top of the arc, Montoya. Dribble drive, left side. On the kick out, runner's blocked. Rodriguez had her shot rejected.
Yeah, that was Andrea's. So long and very athletic for Wenatchee Valley, and she's going to get not only the block but the rebound, and then the 6-footer from Yakima, Washington is fouled.
So here comes Wenatchee Valley at the other end. Trying to add on to a 5-point lead. Baseline jumper on the way. That one's good. For Godwin, fresh off the bench, the freshman out of Liberty Christian High School. Makes it 13-6. And now all of a sudden, Mike, the Knights on a 7-0 run.
Yeah, it's been a great shooting and great transition for them.
Unable to hit the 3 that time is Magadia. Would have been a big shot to try and stop the bleeding, but here come the Knights again. Heat check on the corner 3. That one does not go. But an offensive rebound and a fresh 20 on the shot clock for the Knights. Andreas down low, left block. Too easy with the layup that time for Ashley Taylor Peralta.
Well, you go for the steal, Max, and you don't get it, and that's what happens. You leave them alone for a lay-in.
Come up empty, and like you said, top of the key 3, in and out. Tough luck miss that time for Washington. For an offensive rebound for Tacoma. Stolen by the point guard Steen. Coast to coast, left-handed layup is good. With under 4 minutes to go in the first, it is 17-6. Wenatchee Valley on an 11-0 run. Rodriguez takes it inside, try to draw the foul, instead she travels. It's unraveling a bit for Tacoma these last couple minutes.
Yeah, they just need a basket some way, somehow, and they also need a defensive stop. They haven't had one in quite some time.
Kunkel will trigger. Into Godwin as we see Tacoma pressing in the backcourt. Just trying to make something happen. But the press easily broken by Steen. Driving baseline. And an offensive foul is going to be called that time on Godwin. So a rare turnover today by Wenatchee Valley. 2 team fouls on Tacoma. That was the first on the Knights. 3:25 left to go here in the first. Right wing 3. Not that time for Washington, but an offensive rebound and put back. Nice job by Makana Montoya. That was a big, big bucket for Tacoma.
Yeah, now they just need to stop, Max, because Wenatchee's been scoring at will lately on their possessions.
Under 3 minutes to go in the first. Open for 3, and knocking it down that time is Godwin. Unable to get that stop that you talked about. Wenatchee up by 12.
Yeah, they only had 58 against this team last time, and they're already on 20, and we're not even at the end of the first.
Yeah, much higher scoring game, at least for the Knights so far. Out of bounds, it'll stay at this end with Wenatchee Valley. Something I noticed in this gym, Mike, that I haven't seen in a ton of other gymnasiums is the shot clock. A second shot clock just to the left of the basket for the players to keep an eye on as well, instead of the traditional shot clock, or in addition to the traditional shot clock right above the basket. Great facility here in Everett. Now the right wing. Right out, just had it ripped away. Steen, extra pass in the corner. And the Knights reset, 6 seconds to shoot. Steen, right wing three, coming up empty, and the shot clock expires.
Finally the stop they needed, just to try to stop the bleeding here and try to get this down to a 10-point game, or maybe under double digits before the end of the first quarter.
Yeah, great defensive stand, made him use all 30 seconds of the shot clock. Minute 50 to go in the first quarter. Titans working into their offense, trying to make something happen. Montoya gets rid of it. Baseline jumper, no good for Rodriguez. Rebound, quick outlet. Here comes Wenatchee Valley. Fast break. And fouled on the layup that time is Kunkel. And she will head to the free throw line. Kunkel, an 81.5% free throw shooter during the regular season, as we get our first free throws of the day for either team, and she's able to sink the first.
Well, the big difference here, field goals, Wenatchee Valley 9 of 15 for 60%, and Tacoma just 3 of 13 for 23%, and that equals up to a 21-8 score.
1 out of 2 at the free throw line, but an offensive rebound down low by Spady. And then a foul called away from the ball. We'll keep it with Wenatchee Valley. 21-8 our score. $1:26 to go in quarter number 1. And that's just something that can't happen for Tacoma, trying to claw back into this game off the free throw miss. To give up another possession to the Knights. Corner three rejected that time, but it winds up right in the hands of Kunkel again. Top of the key threes, the shot clock expires, doesn't go for Kiara Steen. And here come the Titans. Under a minute to play in the fray. What a feat it would be for the Knights. They're able to hold Tacoma to single digits. That three doesn't go for Montoya. Spady can't get the layup that time. The putback doesn't go either, but a foul called. And Kunkel, a force on the boards in this one. 5'10", the taller players on Wenatchee Valley. She'll head right back to the free throw line.
Well, 2 fouls early for Tacoma on Megan Dia, and she'll have to sit down for a while.
First free throw, no good. Kunkel will get one more, 38.6 seconds to go first quarter. One out of 2. A 14-point lead. 30 seconds and counting. Avery Campbell is checked in for Tacoma, wearing number 24. A step back three on the way. That's off the back heel for Rodriguez. Offensive rebound down low for Washington. And she is fouled on a reach with 11.5 seconds left in the quarter. That's just the second team foul on Wenatchee. So the Titans will take it from out of bounds to the left of the basket. Rodriguez will trigger. Smacks the basketball and gets it into Washington on the right baseline. 14 seconds left. Montoya on the right wing. Gets it down low. Layup from the right block is good for Adrian Washington. The freshman from Lewiston, Idaho, with a big bucket as time winds down to beat the buzzer. Left wing three, no good for Kiara Steen. And 10 minutes are in the books here in game number one. Wenatchee Valley with a 12-point lead after one. 22-10 our score. We'll step aside, be right back. Quarter number two coming up.
For nearly 40 years, Bond Basketball has set the standard for quality and craftsmanship, delivering
If we can see things for what they are, if we can see what they could be, if the plastic we use, we never throw away, if the end of one thing could be the beginning of the next. If we know that less can create more. If we can return, we reciprocate, we regenerate. If we are here for others, if we can work as a team, all we have to do is connect, and the world opens up. The future is about giving back.
Back here in Everett, 22-10 our score. Wenatchee Valley with a 12-point lead after 10 minutes of action. Getting ready to start quarter number two. Max Gunn alongside Mike Tatko. Tacoma starts with the basketball first. That was a big bucket, Mike, from Adrian Washington. His time was expiring there in the first quarter to get it back to 12.
It was. It ended up being a 13-0 run there midway through the first period that gave Wenatchee Valley that 17-6 lead. They were down 6-4.
That pass goes off the hands of Makana Montoya, so Wenatchee Valley gets it back, their first possession of the second quarter. Yeah, in that first quarter, Tacoma shot just 4 out of 16. 2 of those 4 shots were from long distance, but they had 7 turnovers in 10 minutes. That's just not going to get it done any way you slice it up. Layup missed that time for Kunkel. And then she committed a foul while trying to fight for the rebound.
Yeah, I think if you're Tacoma and Jen Keys, you just got to tell your kids, hey, we're not going to get this back in one shot. We need to possession by possession, chip away at this lead and see if we can get back into it somehow.
That three doesn't go from Montoya in the left corner. And the Knights come away with the rebound. Right block jumper. Not that time for Ashley Taylor Peralta. Smacked out of bounds. Back to Tacoma. We did not see the Titans take any free throws in the first quarter. Wenatchee Valley went 2 out of 4, all 4 attempts by Kunkel. And Wenatchee Valley, Mike, also did a great job of staying out of foul trouble. Just 2 team fouls in that first quarter.
Yeah, and they wipe them off, as you know, in the women's basketball game, which is great. Keeps the game moving, and great defense by the Knights.
Catch and shoot jumper, rattled home. Nice shot that time from Avery Campbell. The sophomore from Puyallup. Makes it a 10-point game. So Tacoma, as rough of a shooting day as they've had so far, that layup is missed by Steen. Pretty fortunate to be only down by 10. Make it 12 as Steen gets it right back to hit the baby jumper from the baseline.
Yeah, great job by Kunkel. I think Tacoma thought they were going to just have her put it right back up, and instead she just dished it to Steen for the easy jumper.
Rodriguez on the wing. Now Washington on the handoff to Campbell. Right baseline jumper, no good for Washington. Dead ball rebound. Will stay here with Tacoma.
Well, Mount Hood and Whatcom watching anxiously as they get ready for the 10 o'clock game. The winner of that will face the winner of this, so you know they're here keeping a close eye on this one.
A little scouting early in the morning. So you have to think the biggest adjustments for these teams is, of course, the 8 a.m. game, which is this one, and then the 10 p.m. game coming up a bit later, which is certainly unusual start times. But just sort of the feel of the NWAC Conference Tournament. Missed 3. Knights into the front court. Nice shot for Ashley Taylor Peralta, who's having a good game so far. She now has 8 points in this one.
They're doing a great job in transition, Max, just getting down the court and just laying in those little jumpers.
Good rebound in traffic for Madison Foster, the freshman. Step back shot. Not that time for Andreas. Good tempo here in the second quarter. Nearly 3 minutes gone by. And that's good defense by Steen. Poke it away.
Yeah, second time in a row Washington has ended up on the court, and she's getting up rather slowly and trying to walk that off. But it's been a tough couple possessions for Washington, and they're going to give her a break.
Yeah, she heads over to the bench. Titans will inbound. Good ball fake, taking it inside is Rodriguez, but her shot rejected by Foster again on the interior.
A lot of good defensive plays as Tacoma makes moves toward the basket here early this morning by the Knights.
Heads up play that time by Rodriguez. Running out of time with 5 seconds, just smacked it off the foot of Foster. And now able to trigger it in to right out top of the arc. Rodriguez, top of the key 3, needs it and knocks it down. Big shot for Tacoma. Back to an 11-point game with 6:35 left in the half. Good left-handed take that time for Spady. Give her 6 points on 3 of 7 shooting. And a bad pass that time. Gives it right back to the Knights.
Yeah, you talked about their first quarter turnovers, Max, and you can't be having missed possessions, empty possessions when you're down by 13.
Tacoma with 8 turnovers in this one. Wenatchee Valley with just 1. Jump ball called that time, the possession arrow. Sticks with Wenatchee Valley, 6:05 left, second quarter, 28-15. Knights leading it. Steen triggers into the left block. Andreas, turnaround shot, no, but she was fouled in the process. Kana Montoya called for her second, team first in this quarter, and that sends Andreas to the free throw line where she shot 76% in the regular season.
They're just doing a lot of things right today. When they zone them, they hit some deep threes. They're really good in transition. They're being good going to the basket as well, and they're good at the free throw line for the most part of the Knights.
Knocking down the first is Andreas. Yeah, as a team, Wenatchee Valley shot over 72% from the line. And Andreas able to knock them both down. The Knights have doubled up the Titans, 30-15. Left wing 3. Doesn't fall for Campbell. And coming away with the rebound is Ashley Taylor Peralta. Spady with a lot of dribbling, takes it right baseline, draws contact, bucket goes, but it's waved off. An offensive foul called, and that's a really nice job by Myra Rodriguez to get in position and take the charge.
Yeah, it really was. He was in great position, as you said, Max. She was planted in a little bit of a elbow there by the offensive player and turns it over to Tacoma.
So that's 2 team fouls on Wenatchee. One on Tacoma with 5:25 to go in the second quarter, taking it All the way to the cup is Rodriguez, but has it knocked out of bounds. Still Tacoma basketball.
Number 12, Carter Kunkel back in the game for the Knights.
Kunkel checks back in for the Knights now. Rodriguez, right corner. Foster right on top of her defensively. Player-to-player defense for Wenatchee Valley. Now they force a turnover. Kunkel to Steen on the left wing. Down low. Missing the layup right there to clean up the mess is Madison Foster. Foster off the bench with a pair of rebounds. Now 2 points and a steal again by Steen. To Foster, fast break. Misses the layup right there. Taylor Peralta, she banks it home. 34-15. 4.5 to play in the half.
Yeah, quite a bit different from the last time they played 3 months ago or so. It's been all Wenatchee here this morning.
Yeah, 58 points in that first game, already 34 today, and it's not even halftime. Another turnover, the 11th of the day by Tacoma. Ashley Taylor Peralta over to Kunkel, down low. Foster double team, back to Kunkel, give and go. Short on the shot. Boy, oh boy, another Tacoma turnover.
It's one of the few times that they've struggled Wenatchee the last possession by missing an easy shot.
Left hand layup plus a foul. Natalie Andreas absorbing contact, getting it to fall. It is 36-15. The Knights lead it as we head into the media timeout. Free throw when we come back. 3:46 to go in this second quarter. You are listening to the NWAC Championships. We'll be right back.
KMC Team sponsor is the official fundraising partner of the NWAC. Today, NWAC teams.
Men's and Women's Basketball Championships would like to thank Jimmy John's for their continued support of the best seat in the house. Each game, a contestant is chosen to sit on the couch with a friend during the game, and they receive a Jimmy John's sandwich. Jimmy John's, freaky fast, freaky good. E-Team sponsors the official fundraising partner of the NWAC. To date, NWAC teams have raised over $1.3 million to support their athletic programs. E-Team sponsor completes 95% of the work and allows coaches to focus on coaching. Contact your local rep today and learn more about the easiest fundraiser ever. eteamsponsor.com/it.
3:46 to go in the second quarter between Wenatchee Valley and Tacoma. 36-15 our score. Andreas heading to the free throw line. My name is Max Gunn. Mike Tatko alongside. Three-point play completed. Tacoma coming up near side. Looked like that could have been a travel. It's a turnover anyway. Shot off the side of the backboard for Andreas, but she's able to get it right back. Wide open corner three is passed up, and instead a rare turnover by Wenatchee Valley. It has been a tough second quarter for Tacoma. They've scored just 5 points through the first 6 minutes and change. Top of the key three, straight away, good shot. Much needed shot for Bobby Rideout. Makes it 37-18, under 3 minutes to go now in the quarter. Taylor Peralta, top of the key. Andreas hoists a triple. short, but gets her own miss. Long rebound tapped out right back to her, and that's also something that the Titans need to corral if they're going to fight back in this one. It's the battle of the boards.
I can't remember the last time Tacoma scored 2 possessions in a row without Wenatchee scoring, and not going to happen here either.
Kunkel rattles it home from the baseline. 39-18 now. Kunkel with 4 points. Serafika misses the shot. Fast break. Ashley Taylor Peralta. Just too easy. Titans not getting back in transition.
I think you're finding also, Max, Wenatchee goes a lot deeper on their bench than Tacoma does, and I think they're wearing them out a little bit here.
Avery Campbell into the left corner. Serafika. Mira Santos has checked in. And the three's knocked down by Serafika. So there you go, back-to-back triples for Tacoma. Makes it a 20-point game, 41-21. $1:35 to play in the half. Shot blocked that time by Campbell. So now over the last minute or so, we're seeing little spurts of Tacoma, knocking down a couple of threes, getting a block there.
I think the key for them, Max, is going to be stops. I mean, they're on a pace to give up 80-plus points, and that's not going to win you too many games.
Again, after just a 58 scored by the Knights in that matchup in December. Picking it up in the backcourt off the deflection is Taylor Peralta. Coming up near side, just 5 seconds to shoot. Not sure she realizes it. 3 seconds. Down low it goes. Shot just to beat the shot clock is no good by Pixley. And there's a stop that you talked about for Tacoma. Coming up on 60 seconds to go. Good take. And a finish from Adrian Washington. Makes it an 18-point spread, 55 seconds left. Steen looking to get 3 back. Can't hit from the left wing, but an offensive rebound pulled down by Ashley Agron. Under 30 seconds to play in the half. Taylor Peralta driving and is fouled on a reach by Washington, who hit the deck.
Well, we invite you to stay with us at halftime. We will have interviews for players in the next game coming up between Mount Hood and Whatcom. So hang around with us for that.
Layup missed off the inbounds pass that time by Andreas. 18 seconds left to go in the half. Big 3 knocked down that time from Avery Campbell. Tacoma with a trio of triples in the last 2 minutes of this first half. 5 seconds to go. Taylor Peralta to beat the buzzer with a tray. Off the mark, and that is that in the first half of play between Wenatchee Valley and Tacoma. After 20 minutes, it is the Knights 41 and the Titans 26. We'll step aside, and as Mike just mentioned, we'll have some interviews previewing the next game when we come back.
Started in the city.
Started on a sandlot.
It started on a Sunday.
The focus.
The drive.
The dream.
You knew how it felt.
You knew we needed the tools necessary.
You knew we needed funds to travel to tournaments.
You provided me with the best equipment.
You gave me opportunity.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
Well, we're back here at halftime. It's 41-26 in favor of Wenatchee over Tacoma. Mike Tatko, Max Gunn on the call today. Halftime here with our guests from Mount Hood getting ready to play the next game against Whatcom. We have Mina Sete on the far left there and Bree Rosales. You played these guys once earlier. I know it's been a long time, but we'll start with you, Mina. First of all, talk about what you remember about that game, and secondly, then, if you really think that matters at all, because it was quite a while ago.
It was a while ago. What I remember about this team is they're really good at pushing transition, and they're a really good offensive and defensive reboarding team. So I think if we just go out there and be ready for them to push down the court and use our size to our advantage, we'll be good.
Bree, it was a high-scoring game, 81-76. The teams that played here earlier are playing right now. Wenatchee, Tacoma, they played earlier. It was 58-50, so it's a little bit different. Do you expect anything different than the 81-76 matchup you had last time with Whatcom?
I think it'll be a little bit lower this time just because it's such a big matchup. I think last time, just because of the tempo of the game, that's why it was so high. They're really, like she said, they're a fast-push transition team, and so we have to keep up with the pace, but obviously our height is definitely to our advantage. I think it'll be a little lower today, but I don't know. We're going to see.
Well, Mina, I want to ask you, Max and I talked about this during the first game, these teams playing at 8 in the morning. You're going to play at 10 in the morning, not the most traditional time for a college basketball game. Did you practice early in the morning leading up to this? And then how do you feel waking up early and getting ready to actually compete at 10 in the morning?
I'd say 10 is not that early for us. We're so used to getting up. Our coach likes us 1, 2, 3 hours sometimes ready to go for the game. So I don't think 10 o'clock is a very big deal. We did have a shoot around yesterday, but nothing this morning. As you can see, our team's shooting at halftime right now. So.
All right. Well, last question is for you, Bree. Then we'll let you get back down there and shoot with your teams. I know you want to get used to the rims. You're from the tough South Division. The South always has great representation. Does that prepare you to face the rest of the regions because you have such a battle all year long with the likes of Lane and Clackamas and Umpqua and Chemeketa and everybody else?
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, like you said, Umpqua, Clackamas, even Lynn Benton, all of them, they definitely prepared us. They have each unique talents, whether Umpqua with defensive boards and transitions as well. So it definitely prepared us, and we're happy to come from that region. Even though it's a hard region, we love the competitive spirit and the aggressiveness, so we're definitely really excited to show the South region tonight.
All right. Well, Mina, Bree, thanks for joining us. We'll let you get down there and shoot, and best wishes today.
Thank you so much.
All right. And we're back with more.
It begins with the ball. You see, a ball is not just leather and rubber. A ball is the seed that communities grow around. We're talking split-second moments that become indelible memories. It creates lifelong friendships. It's a reason for people to celebrate. A ball isn't just a ball. It's a life lesson. It's a tool you use to pursue your best. It's how you earn your greatest victories. How you learn to deal with failure. It's a test that you pass. It's a dream that you catch. It's a future you hold in your hands. It's not just a ball. Biden, the official ball of you.
Boston Sports is proud to be the official
begins
basketball
with
of
the ball.
NWAC basketball and the official ball provider of
See,
the NWAC
a ball is
basketball
not just leather
championships.
and rubber.
For nearly 40 years, Boston's basketballs set the standards
is
for
the seed
quality
that
and
communities
craftsmanship,
grow around.
delivering world-class game balls to colleges and national conferences across the country. Boston
talking
thanks you for
split-second
watching the
moments.
2020 basketball championships. Boston, it's all about
Become
perfection.
indelible memories. It creates lifelong friendships. It's a reason for people to celebrate. A ball isn't just a ball. It's a life lesson. It's a tool you use to pursue your best. It's how you earn your greatest victories. How you learn to deal with failure. It's a test that you pass. It's a dream that you catch. It's a future you hold in your hands. It's not just a ball. Bada, the official ball of you.
I chose NWAC college because I'm the youngest of 3 siblings.
we can put you
and
on.
we're all first generation students.
That's
All
all
my
right.
sisters came here, so I'm following in their footsteps to pursue higher education. My advice to others would be to be proud for considering a community college, especially Everett Community College, because of the beautiful, diverse, inclusive campus. Take your next step at everettcc.edu.
It started in the city.
It started on a sandlot.
It started on a Sunday.
The focus.
The drive.
The dream.
You knew how it felt.
You knew we needed the tools necessary.
You knew we needed funds to travel to tournaments.
You provided me with the best equipment.
You gave me opportunity.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
We'd like to thank Adidas, the official apparel partner of the Northwest Athletic Conference. Together with Competitive Athletics, Adidas has committed to sponsoring the NWAC Athletes of the Week and highlighting the team champions with banners and t-shirts. Check out adidas.com for your latest footwear and apparel needs.
Welcome back to Everett Community College. Max Gunn, Mike Tapko getting ready for the third quarter between Wenatchee and Tacoma. Wenatchee with a 41-26 lead, and Mike, considering all that happened in that second quarter, Tacoma went on a little run there. Pretty fortunate to be within as few as they are.
Yeah, they are. And I think if you're Jen Keys and Tacoma in the locker room, you point to the last few minutes. This is what we did. This is what was successful. Got a little bit of energy. And, you know, like they talk about this in every sport, the first couple minutes of the second half kind of tells the tale. And I guess we'll see what happens here if Wenatchee can extend their lead or if Tacoma can make a game out of it.
Ashley Taylor Peralta led the way for Wenatchee Valley in that first half with a team-high 12 points on 6 of 8 shooting. Also pulled down a couple of rebounds. She's the only player in this game so far that is in double figures on either side. Tacoma starts with the basketball. Good take, but the shot does not fall for Serafisa, and flying hard, hitting the hardwood was Natalie Andreas. Luckily, she's okay. That was a hard spill, but she pops right back up and will inbound the basketball. Leading Tacoma in scoring. Adrian Washington with 7 points on 3 of 6 shooting, including 1 of 3 from downtown. Taylor Peralta, right wing. Good take. Left-hand layup does not fall, but an offensive rebound by Kunkel on the kick out. Shot is short for Spady. And Tacoma with it. Minute into the third quarter, another giveaway. 3-on-1. Spady, good move. Doesn't hit the layup. And the follow-up by Andreas does not go, but she was fouled. That was the 14th turnover for Tacoma. Just 2 for Wenatchee Valley. That has to make Rachel Getz pretty proud.
Yeah, great defense. And most of them, I think, Max, have been forced. They've forced them because of some good defense. Sometimes you get the unforced errors, travels and things like that. But I think most of those turnovers by Tacoma have been forced by the Knights.
First free throw does not go. 15-point basketball game here inside the Walt Price Fitness Center. Neither one that time for Andreas. And now checking in for Tacoma is Bobby Rideout, who hit a 3 in the closing minutes of the second quarter. Rideout made just 7 threes in the regular season, shot just 20% from downtown, but was able to get that one to fall. So still Wenatchee Valley basketball. Good positioning, but a great recovery by Adrian Washington, who rejects the shot.
Yeah, look like a volleyball spike, like she's used to doing for the Titans. And as you said, Max, great recovery because she went for the steal, missed it, but still was able to get back and block the shot.
Kunkel had a clear lane, but had it blocked. 3 is missed by Spady. Loose ball. And the Titans have it.
Yeah, I think they're going to get Steen on a reach in there on the rebound.
That's her first. Team first. 2 team fouls on Tacoma. 1 on Wenatchee Valley. Good cut in the lane, but the shot no good. Fouled. Montoya will head to the strike. Madeline Godwin back on for Wenatchee Valley. So Montoya at the free throw line. Knocks down the first, 78% free throw shooter. Gets them both to fall. How about just a 13-point game, Mike?
Well, they're just kind of quietly sneaking back into it, kind of lulling us all to sleep here in the 8 a.m. game, and all of a sudden, here they are.
Down low. Kunkel was bumped, no call. Top of the arc, 6 to shoot. Spady, 3 to shoot, has to go. Finds a seam to the cup, she scores, and that is such a devastating possession for Tacoma, Mike. They forced the Knights to use all 30 seconds, but with 1 second to spare, Spady gets the bucket.
Yeah, you get within 13, you have some hope. Your man-to-man defense, which you switch to, is working really well in the second half, and then they get a shot clock buzzer beater.
3 doesn't go at the other end from the corner from Rideout. Godwin over to Kunkel. Does not get the roll. And coming away with the rebound is Myra Rodriguez. And a miscommunication that time. Washington was out of bounds, got the pass anyway.
She was coming through the key and was out of bounds, and I think she wanted to get that pass after she came back in, and they threw it a little bit too early.
Make it turnover number 15 on Tacoma. Nearly 3 minutes have gone by. 15-point basketball game here in Everett. Spady knocks down the shot. She now has 10 points, the second Wenatchee Valley player in double figures this morning. Under 7 minutes to play in the third. Another Tacoma turnover. 2-on-1, fast break. Easy layup that time for Godwin. The freshman with 7 points. She's made all 3 of her shots. She's been great off the bench. That's 3 consecutive turnovers now for the Titans.
Just as soon as you mentioned it was a 13-point game,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden it's back up to 19 and over 20 if they can get a bucket here.
Taylor Peralta gets rid of it to Godwin. Around a screen. Jumper off the back heel. Fighting for the rebound, and it will be Tacoma basketball. Kunkel grabbed it while she was out on the baseline.
Yeah, great effort by both women to battle for that ball, and Carrie Ann actually grabbed it, but part of her body was past the boundary.
Crossing into the front court, Santos. Now Washington, top of the key. Bounces it into the corner, right out. Sends it out to Rodriguez, who misfires on a 3, right out with the offensive rebound. Rodriguez tries again, no good, right out. One more time with the offensive board and a putback. Tenacious effort by Bobby Rideout, the 5'3" freshman out of Eisenhower High School in Yakima. Makes it a 17-point game.
Yeah, I was just looking to see what her height is. She's obviously the smallest, shortest person on the court, and she made the biggest play right there.
Taylor Peralta doesn't get it to fall. Spinning in traffic. Missing the shot. Right there again.
Yes, she is.
Right out with an offensive rebound, and she draws a foul. Boy, what a couple-minute sequence it has been for her.
Yeah, she's only started 1 game on the year, Max, but she's given them a lot of good minutes and has been really a spark plug here this morning for Tacoma, at least in the last few minutes.
5 points, 4 rebounds, 4 right out. Trigger pass goes into Washington, and she has it stolen away by Andreas. Spady airmails the jumper, but right there is Kunkel for the offensive rebound. Shot clock doesn't reset, never caught iron. Steen. Down low, Andreas, turnaround shot off the back heel, gets her offensive rebound, but is called for an over-the-back foul in the process. So that'll wipe that out, and will take us to our under 5 media timeout. 17-point game here in Everett. Wenatchee 47, Tacoma 30. 4:38 to go, third quarter. We'll be right back.
If we can see things for what they are, if we can see what they could be, if the plastic we use, we never throw away. If the end of one thing could be the beginning of the next. If we know that less can create more. If we can return, we reciprocate, we regenerate. If we are here for others, if we can work as a team, all we have to do is connect, and the world opens up. The future is about giving back.
This is the 5th
Oh, wow.
year. Yeah.
Welcome back inside the Walt Price Fitness Center in Everett, Washington. Max Gunn, Mike Tapko with you inside the gym. 17-point game. Wenatchee Looking to run away with this one. Tacoma still trying to claw back. Plenty of time for them. We've seen it in spurts, Mike, but the consistency just has not been there today.
Yeah, they just haven't gotten the big stop. Like you said, they almost got the one stop, Max. 30 seconds on the shot clock. They ran it down, then Wenatchee scored at the shot clock horn. That was a dagger.
Yeah, it sure was. Missed 3 that time from Serafisa. Open 3 passed up by Spady. Instead takes it inside, dumps it off to Taylor Peralta for the easy lay-in. The extra pass paying dividends there. Taylor Peralta, give her 16. And a foul at the other end will lead to some free throws by Mayra Rodriguez. Just a 60, or check that, Mira Santos at the free throw line. Played in just 11 games in the regular season, shot only 10 free throws, made 6 of them, and able to rattle home the first.
Well, still 4 minutes left in the period, and Wenatchee has committed the 5 fouls, so Tacoma will be shooting the rest of the quarter, and maybe that's how they get back into it, making points while the clock isn't running.
2 out of 2 that time for Santos, and yeah, it's the first time that anybody's been in the bonus so far in this basketball game. Down low, the kick out, Spady, 3 from the right wing. Airmailed that one. Taylor Peralta with the extra pass to Andreas, who banks it home from the right side.
Yeah, that was a great look, a no look, and Natalie right there ready for it. Obviously, you've seen they've done that before, I would imagine, and they got the easy lay-in.
19-point game with 3:31 to go in the third quarter. Catch and shoot off the inbounds pass, too strong from Washington. And that is Taylor Peralta with her 4th rebound, up ahead. Missing the layup that time, but there to clean up the mess is Kunkel. Wenatchee Valley with 15 offensive rebounds in this one. And they are winning the battle of the boards overall, 28-18. Santos. Left wing, swinging it to the right. Washington, baseline jumper. Good take and a score. Adrian Washington is Tacoma's leading scorer. She now has 9. And a travel at the other end by Spady.
Yeah, rare error by Wenatchee. You know, it really has a lot of the look of last year's opener for the Knights when they faced off with Clackamas in the first round from the South, and Wenatchee won that one 71-46, kind of springboarded them on their way to the championship.
Washington taking over for Tacoma. Give her 11 on 5 out of 9 shooting. First Titans player in double figures in this one. So we're 2 minutes to go, third quarter. Spady on the wing. And good defense by the Titans to force a rare Wenatchee Valley turnover. Santos. Over to Grosvenor. And the Titans give it right back to Wenatchee Valley.
Yeah, that's kind of been the theme of today's game, Max. You know, Tacoma will get a stop, get a rare turnover, something good will happen, and then they go to the other end and just can't sustain any momentum.
And Wenatchee Valley, despite being up 17 points, they're just 2 out of 15 from downtown. Nice shot from the baseline there from Andreas, who now has 9 points. Tacoma 6 out of 20 from downtown. And if they can get, or if they could have had, 3 or more of those threes fall, we'd be talking about a different story. Because Wenatchee Valley isn't shooting a whole lot better than Tacoma is. Missed layup there by Rideout. And a foul on the rebound. It's the 3rd team foul on Tacoma with 1:19 left in the frame.
Yeah, good sportsmanship by Washington. She committed the foul, and down to the floor went Natalie Andreas and Adrian there to help her up.
Taylor Peralta directing traffic for the Knights. Down low. Good positioning and a finish by Kunkel. She's really done a great job of that all game, getting herself in a good spot to receive the basketball and then make a move once she grabs it. 57-36, 45 seconds and ticking to go in the third quarter. 10 seconds to shoot for Tacoma. Rodriguez can't get it to fall.
I think they're going to get Kunkel for going over the top of Rodriguez, and she'll have free throws.
Yeah.
You know, we talked about how important the third period was, and in Tacoma, instead of making a dent, they have been outscored 16-10 by Wenatchee and allowed them to extend their lead.
Making it pretty tough here in the next 10 minutes to come back in this one. Missed free throw that time. Wenatchee Valley shooting 41.7%, 25 out of 60. Tacoma just 13 of 41. Second free throw falls. Makes it an even 20-point game. Into the front court comes Taylor Peralta, down low, reverse layup, no good that time for Andreas. Dead ball rebound will go to the Titans. Shot clock's off, 24.4 seconds left in the period. $19 turnovers for Tacoma to Wenatchee Valley's 4. Good defense by Spady. Kick out, baseline jumper from Serafisa doesn't go. 5 seconds left and a foul called. It's going to go on the Knights and send the Titans back to the stripe.
Well, I think they might have called a travel before a foul.
They did.
Gives Tacoma a last chance.
Caught by Magadina. Takes it home. No good, and Wenatchee Valley will just dribble out the clock as time expires in quarter number 3. 20-point game heading into the fourth. 57-37 the score. Wenatchee Valley, the defending champions, rolling in Everett this morning. 10 more minutes left to go. Back after this.
Athletic recruiting app that helps athletes find the right college teams and college coaches find the best athletes for their rosters. With a network of 100,000 coaches, 700,000 members, and 65,000 commitments, Field Level helps athletes, coaches, and parents level up their recruiting. Sign up for free at fieldlevel.com. The NWAC men's and women's basketball tournament was made possible through the support of the Snohomish County Sports Commission. Visit seattlenorthcounty.com to see their upcoming events. Toledo Ticket Company is the official ticket and credential partner of the NWAC. Since 1910, Toledo Ticket has been a leading provider of ticketing solutions that are efficient, flexible, and keep businesses running smoothly. See their products at NWAC Championships, including credentials, lanyards, and wristbands. Find your ticketing solutions at toledoticket.com. The NWAC would like to recognize Delta Hotel as the host hotel for the 2020 NWAC Basketball Championships. Delta by Marriott is also the host of the 2020 NWAC Hall of Fame to be held Thursday, May 28th. Book your room at marriott.com/Seattle Everett today.
10 more minutes left to go in Everett this morning between Wenatchee Valley and Tacoma, the defending champs, up 20. And you mentioned, Mike, how big that third quarter was, specifically for Tacoma, and Wenatchee Valley really put a halt to any momentum the Titans had going into halftime, outscoring them by 5 in the third frame. And now the Knights start with the basketball in the fourth. Dashing to the hoop is Kunkel. Pass too hot, stolen away by the Titans. Up ahead. Good layup that time by Serafisa. Cuts it to 18, 30 seconds in. Not a good foul there, away from the basket, right out. Grabs Steen on a reach.
I thought a good job by Steen at the other end, Max. You know, she didn't swipe. She realized it was going to be a lay-in for Tacoma. Give them two. Don't foul. You have a comfortable lead. And I also like the way Wenatchee pushed the ball back down the court. They're not going to be content to just try to run out this clock. They're going to continue to push.
Andreas keeps her pivot on the kick out. 3 ball from Steen is off the heel. And Rideout has the rebound. Coming up far side. Trying to put a move on Spady. Montoya with a nice drive. Finishing with the left hand. Back-to-back hoops now for Tacoma. Makes it a 16-point game. 8:45 left to go. Just wide open underneath the basket for Andreas, who finishes low right. Left all alone, and if you're Tacoma, you just cannot afford to do that.
Yeah, you trap in a zone, and somebody's going to be open, and that's what happened that time.
Missed jumper from the left baseline for Montoya. Loose ball on the ground. It's a jump ball. The possession arrow is with the Titans. Wenatchee Valley set the tone early on with a 22-point first quarter. Outscored Tacoma by 12 in the first frame, and the Titans really have never been able to recover. They trimmed the deficit to as few as 13. There's a bucket there to make it 16. Well, Wenatchee Valley has not surrendered anything more than that. 2 minutes gone by in this fourth quarter. Kunkel. Spady fakes to the right, goes to the left, and is fouled going up for the layup. She'll head to the line.
And one thing about Wenatchee Valley, Max, all day long is when they've gone into the basket, they've either scored or they've drawn contact or got an offensive rebound on the rare occasions where they've missed.
Long pause from Spady and knocks down the first. Spady, a 79% foul shooter. Her first free throw attempts of the day. Gets them both. Adrian Washington back in for Tacoma, and back on for the Knights is Ashley Taylor Peralta. Taylor Peralta still the leading scorer for Wenatchee Valley. 14 points, 4 rebounds, also his 3 assists on 7 of 10 shooting. She's had a great day. Rodriguez driving to the cup and scores off the high glass, able to bank it home. 16-point game again, 61-45. Trapping in the backcourt are the Titans. And a timeout called by Wenatchee Valley, and that's a good timeout called by Rachel Getz. Considering the near turnovers, that'll stretch into a full timeout on the floor. We will take one as well, 61-40. 7:17 left to go in this one between Wenatchee Valley and Tacoma. Max Gunn with Mike Tacko. High above the floor inside the Walt Price Fitness Center. Tacoma with 2 players in double figures. Rodriguez and Washington each with 11 points. 3 players in double figures for Wenatchee Valley. Taylor Peralta, Spady, and Andreas.
And then you have Kunkel 8, Steen 7, Godwin 7. And so we talked about in the open, I think one of the reasons they won it all last year was because of their balance, their depth, and they're displaying it here this morning.
They sure are. Up by 16, Spady. Off the near steal. Drives it all the way home but cannot finish, and it's rebounded in traffic by Rodriguez. Quick outlet. Far side for Magadia. Right wing 3. Would have gotten it to 13, but missed by Rideout. Wenatchee Valley now into the front court. Make sure to stay tuned for our second game coming up at 10 o'clock between Whatcom and Mount Hood.
That's another rematch of teams that played in the regular season. It was a good game, a high-scoring game, 81-76, and it'll be interesting to see how they have adjusted since they met a while back.
Wide open for 3 off the inbounds pass, but unable to knock it down that time is Godwin. But an offensive rebound down low by Andreas. She could not connect. In traffic. Out of control that time for Rodriguez. And the Knights come away with the basketball. Coming up on 6 minutes to play. Underneath Andreas. That's just too easy. That's the second time in this quarter that she's been left all alone. Low right. And it's back to an 18-point contest.
12 assists for Wenatchee Valley. Just shows how unselfish they are. They love to share the ball.
Right wing 3. Not that time for Sarah Fisa. Offensive rebound by the Titans. They get a fresh 20 seconds on the shot clock. Sarah Fisa will try again. Airmails this one, and coming away with the board is Spady. Spady coming up far side. Under 5.5 to play. Down low, Taylor Peralta in traffic, draws a foul. And she will head to the stripe for the first time in this one, where she shot 65% during the regular season. So a pretty strong showing from the defending champs early this morning, an 8 a.m. game, as we talked about. Not easy conditions. Certainly different, but they really haven't missed a beat.
Yeah, I mean, both these teams are here at 6:30. And just stretching, and then the time came where they could actually be on the court, and they went to kind of to shoot. But just to get familiarize yourself with the new surroundings. Although some of the Wenatchee girls obviously were here last year, it's good to get here early and get used to the surroundings.
We'll stay with the Titans at this end. Karianne Kunkel back onto the floor for the Knights. Right out off the inbounds pass. Far side, bounce pass into the corner. Dribble drive. That time by Rodriguez.
They got right out with an illegal screen on that one, Max. That's going to be her 4th as Rodriguez was going around her. They called her for an illegal pick.
And that's 5 team fouls now. No fouls in this quarter on Wenatchee. Under 5 minutes to play in this basketball game. Foster back in, down low. Taylor Peralta using her body to get some space and knock it home off the window. 21-point lead for the Knights. In just 4 minutes and 35 seconds, all that separates them from an opening round win. Good board by Kunkel. She has 10 rebounds now. She's a basket away from a double-double. Andreas does have a double-double for Wenatchee Valley with 13 points and 11 rebounds. Taylor Peralta short on the shot, rebounded there by Serafisa. Into the front court she goes, far side. Taking it all the way home with the left hand. Draws a foul and will head to the free throw line. And that will take us to our final media timeout of this one. 4:05 left. We'll be back to wrap it up after this.
Baden Sports is proud to be the official basketball of NWAC basketball and the official ball provider of the NWAC Basketball Championships. For nearly 40 years, Baden's basketballs set the standard for quality and craftsmanship, delivering world-class game balls to colleges and national conferences across the country. Baden thanks you for watching the 2020 Basketball Championships. Baden, it's all about perfection. Centralia College is your college for associate degrees, bachelor's degrees, and job training. Apply now to get a jump on classes and financial aid. Application is easy and free. Visit www.centralia.edu for details. Centralia College is an athletic recruiting app that helps athletes find the right college teams and college coaches find the best athletes for their rosters. With a network of 100,000 coaches, 700,000 members, and 65,000 commitments, Field Level helps athletes, coaches, and parents level up their recruiting. Sign up for free at fieldlevel.com. Watching this broadcast on NWAC Sports Network powered by Blue Frame Technology. The NWAC Sports Network features live and on-demand championship footage. Also available to download for just $10 once the championship event has ended. Visit NWACSportsNetwork.com.
Here we go, 4:05 left to go. Serafisa to shoot 2 shots out of the timeout. Strong on the first. Splits the pair. Knights able to break the press. Andreas looking down low for Foster is good positioning. They don't get her the basketball. Instead, Spady wide right on the shot. An offensive rebound by Godwin. Andreas. Back to Spady to reset, 13 to shoot, finds a seam all the way home, scores. Gives Spady 14 points in this one. Three from the corner doesn't go for Santos. And the Knights take over. 3:08 left in this one. Right out back in. Wenatchee Valley, how about this, Mike? 13 steals to just 2 for Tacoma.
Yeah, they've done a great job defensively, and just their regular defense too, just out front.
Rare turnover today by the Knights. They're 6th. Tacoma is 21 of them. And you take a look at the points off turnovers. Wenatchee Valley with 23.
Yeah. That's the thing, Max. They've turned them into points. They haven't just gotten turnovers and went down and missed on the other end. They've gotten points themselves.
Also winning the rebounding battle, 36-25 are the Knights. Here they come. Near side. Spady in the corner, tied up, gets rid of it, top of the key. Andreas fakes the shot. And we'll just slow things down, handing off to Spady with just over 2 minutes to go. 12 to shoot. Spady, left-hand take, off glass, no, draws a block. And Spady heads right back to the free throw line.
Rodriguez, that's her second.
Spady 2 out of 2 from the free throw line in this one. Long pause. And short on the first.
Well, the Knights back tomorrow at 1 for the first quarterfinal against the winner of our next game, Mount Hood and Whatcom.
Get to sleep in a little bit.
Yeah. A little bit closer to the traditional basketball time.
Definitely. Spady with 1 out of 2. She exits with 15 points in this one. 2:16 left. Missing the layup, rebounded by Kunkel. Tied up in the backcourt. And has it knocked away. 2 minutes even to play. And a 10-second violation called that time on Wenatchee Valley. So the Titans forced the turnover, but too little, too late. Three ball from the right wing does not fall for Washington. $1:40 to go. No go on the jumper from Godwin. Rebounded by Tacoma. Corner three. Too strong from Washington. And Foster has the rebound. So Wenatchee Valley is going to take both games against Tacoma this season. Back on December 15th and here on the 5th of March in the NWAC Championships. Right out hits the deck, a little slow to get up, but is able to pop to her feet. Second team foul of the fourth quarter on Wenatchee Valley. Montoya with a good take and finishes with the left hand with under a minute to play. Makes it 69-48. The Knights will have to get one more shot off. And a foul called by Rodriguez. And that will send Godwin to the free throw line. Free throws today for Wenatchee Valley, 9 out of 15 for 60%. Tacoma, 6 out of 8 for 75%. First free throw good. 18 offensive rebounds in this one for the Knights, which has just made the world of difference. 1 out of 2 with 44 seconds left to go. Down low. Washington unable to convert. There's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Godwin With 6 to shoot, down low. Shot blocked. And with 5 seconds left, Tacoma will take one more shot. There it is from Washington. No good. That will do it. Game 1 of the NWAC Conference Championships are in the books, and the defending champs, Wenatchee Valley, taking a first step in defending their title here early this morning with a 70-48 win over Tacoma. Ashley Taylor Peralta finishes as the night's leading scorer with 17 points, 4 rebounds on 8 of 12 shooting. And as Mike mentioned a moment ago, Wenatchee Valley will move on to tomorrow's bracket and tip off at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Again, our final score, Wenatchee Valley 70, Tacoma 48. For Mike Tatko, my name is Max Gunn saying so long for now. We'll talk to you in about a half hour or so when Game 2 of the NWAC Championships gets underway. Mount Hood against Whatcom. We'll talk to you then.
It begins with the ball. You see, a ball is not just leather and rubber. A ball is the seed that communities grow around. We're talking split-second moments that become indelible memories. It creates lifelong friendships. It's a reason for people to celebrate. A ball isn't just a ball. It's a life lesson. It's a tool you use to pursue your best. It's how you earn your greatest victories. How you learn to deal with failure. It's a test that you pass. It's a dream that you catch. It's a future you hold in your hands. It's not just a ball. Baden, the official ball of you.
The NWAC men's and women's basketball tournament was made possible through the support of the Snohomish County Sports Commission. Visit seattlenorthcounty.com to see their upcoming events. The NWAC men's and women's basketball tournament was made possible in part through the support of the Tourism Promotion Area Fund of Snohomish County, Washington. Thank you, TPA Committee, for your continued support of the NWAC Championships in Everett. The NWAC Sports Network is powered by Blue Frame Technology, the official digital network of the NWAC. Stream in HD online and on Android TV, Apple TV, Amazon Fire TV, and Roku devices. Championship broadcasts are available live and on demand, and downloads of complete broadcasts can be purchased for $10. Visit NWACSportsNetwork.com to tune in.